Good evening, everyone. I'm back today with the Reset Sunday. I hope everyone has a lovely weekend. So we're back today with our reset. So celebrations. No, I'm first gonna explain what reset is. So the reason behind all of this is resetting your week because sometimes we forget what kind of amazing things we do. So, resetting your week really helps to, really lean into looking into what have I achieved, what could go differently, how can I take action in a different way to manifest what I want to manifest in my week. And then the reboot is how do I move forward? How do I look forward and embrace your Monday again and look forward to, reflecting from the last week and evaluating that so we now can think differently and be more aware and be more optimistic for the opportunities that are there for you and for us and for all of us to take. And sometimes we're so busy with our lives and so busy to tick boxing, that Excel sheet that you just tick, that you forget that I did all of this great stuff. Yeah. So I just really wanted to share my weekend with you all very quickly, if I can do it quickly. So I went for the first time to the National Achievers Congress, and it was really good. There were so many amazing speakers. It was organized by Richard Tan. Of Success Resources, and the speakers really spoke about multiple incomes, a stream of multiple incomes, but really the thought behind it is, what mindset do you have? Where are you now? And what is blocking you? What action are you going to take to make the next step? Are you ready? And we had some amazing speakers like Marilla Sola from the Global Women's Club, Robert Allen, Ken Honda, who was talking about happy money, James Skinner, who was talking about artificial intelligence, and Sandy Yadea, who was speaking about trading, Gary Robert, who was talking about how to write a book with AI or without. And then Mac Attram is talking about, how we can support to get clients in, how to build your business, looking at what is wrong with your business, or not specifically what is wrong, but how we can improve your income and your revenue. Paul Mahoney, he was excellent as well, talking about social media and how you can use email contacts to basically sell your stuff. And then Clement Cheng, he was talking about, I'm reading it from the thing because there are so many speakers, but I just want to share with you. Clement Cheng, he was talking about his spiking company where he talks about stock a lot. And then John Lee was talking about memberships and social media and also artificial intelligence. And he also does real estate. And who else was there? Two great hosts, Robert Raymond Riopol, and then we had Aaron Yu. So loads of people. But I really want to share it with you because I just literally came back from it. Very long days, but the information that was shared was so rich and so much, and in one way overwhelming, but also inspiring. But definitely one thing that I want to speak to you about today, before we go into our reset and grounding, is really about. I spoke about it before, but it's, are you ready to take action? And if you're not, why are you not ready to take action? The right time is now. Yeah. If we always worry about the future and the past. Yeah. So if we even look at what we're doing today, is like, oh, we're looking back, obviously, at how the week was before. But the reality is that the week before is creating today. You can only look back at the past and learn from it. Well, that's the best way to look at the past, if you know what I mean, because you can look back at the past and be angry, frustrated, disappointed, not feeling good enough, feeling maybe even more insecure, not knowing how you can learn from that. Because if you look to the past with a view from, you were not good enough, very critical in a way that is not helping you, that you get angry or frustrated, or you really feel that, you know, nothing that you're doing is good enough and you're not moving forward, then looking at the past is only gonna make you stay in the past. Yeah. So try to look at the past. So try to look at the week to pass more as a reflection. What can I learn from it? How can I do it in a different way? Because the right time is now. The past has created now. So you cannot do anything with the past to move forward besides learning from it. If you decide that you're going to look at it and you want to stay there, it's going to keep you hostage. The right time is now to move, to take action, to do anything that you want to do. The only time that you have is now. And then the future, that's the reboot part, obviously, that I'm always talking about on the Sunday reset, is that, okay, how can I look at the future and make a plan? You know, but plans change, as you know. It doesn't always pan out like that. But that doesn't matter specifically. You know what your aim is, you know what your goal is, you focus on that, you lean into that, you believe into that, you trust that, and the middle part will come. So while you're sitting there to worry about the past and worry about the future, you're forgetting about the here and now. Right here and now, when I'm talking to you, if you're watching it now or in the replay, if you're watching it on Instagram right now or on the Facebook group, it doesn't matter what time you're watching it. It's always going to be, what can I do right now to move forward in a more positive way? What can I do right now that is going to change my future in a way that I really want it to change? Because if you worry about the future, again, the same thing. The future, first of all, never comes because you always have now. Even 1 minute, you never have it because that minute will be now, if you know what I mean. So the future is a strange thing in that kind of way. So if you start worrying about the future, then it's really something that didn't happen yet. You don't even know if it's going to happen, to say it like that. And the future is also now, because what you're doing right now is going to determine the future. So it's so powerful to realize the here and now and using the past and the future to your benefit in order to make that decision right now, what you're going to do right now, how are you going to reflect on last week right now, and how you're going to look at the next week to come right now. Because the right time is now, because that's all we have. We don't know if we're going to be there in a minute. We literally don't know. That's the hard truth. So I just wanted to share that really before we go into the reset and celebrate what we obviously achieved, and then go into that. So I hope that that is something that I feel that I really got reconfirmed while I was at the National Achievers Congress this weekend. What are you going to do? No, why wait? What is stopping you? You know, and how are you going to use this in your benefit? Because there's loads of opportunities, there's loads of things that you can do and put in place. The little things that you're doing will make that big shift. And sometimes we want a big shift very quick, but when we jump, you jump over something, and all of the things you're jumping over are going to come back. So you're going to have to then look at those things anyway. So you might as well, you know, take those little steps, do little things that are actually going to be effective for you on the long run. Yeah, really use that time to sort of go on your journey and don't look at other people, where they are not. You just stay on your path, because looking at other people can be very helpful if you do it in a way that's inspiring you. But unfortunately, some people look at other people and then look at what they don't have and what other people are good at and what they feel they're not good at. It's not about what other people can or cannot do. It's about what are your abilities, what are your qualities. Your journey is different from any other person in the whole wide world. Doesn't matter if it's your twin, doesn't matter if it's your other sibling, doesn't matter if you went to the same college or uni, same background. It doesn't really matter, because they have a different journey, totally different person. Look at other people more for inspiration, not to bring yourself down. Yeah. So check out Success Resources, check out National Achievers Congress, and see what they do. And yeah, find inspiration to take the next step. Yeah. So You're just going to take some time to sort of unwind, because I'm very active today, because I'm like so excited that I went to this thing. So yeah, just grounding exercise. So if you can have your back supported and both feet on the floor, and just slowly breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. And again, breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. And we'll do that a few times. And if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. And if you're not, you can keep your eyes open, but remember, no one can see you. Everyone can see me, but I can't see you. So you can close your eyes and just really lean in more to it. Because when you close your eyes, you most likely are more in tune of connecting with your body and feeling the flow of the air going inside of your body, and also feel how the air leaves your body. So every time you're breathing out, you feel your body relaxing a little bit more. And every time you're breathing out, you feel your body sinking into the chair or in the sofa where you're sitting in. So you feel supported, both feet on the floor, very grounded. And you just feel safe to let go any tension in your body. And you feel safe to let it all go. So every time you're breathing out, you feel more relaxed. And every time you're breathing out, you feel more grounded and really connecting with what you feel within your body. So turning the sensation or the attention inward. Do that a few times. Okay. So slowly coming back into the room again. Opening your eyes. And just bringing the attention back to where we are right now. If you want to share anything, you can put it in the chat. If you're watching on Instagram, if you're on Facebook group, just put it in the comments of StreamYard. I always say sharing is caring. You might feel it's a little thing, but it can uplift someone, it can motivate someone. It can really help and support other people when we share. Because we're not by ourselves, isn't it? We're doing it all together. So I'm going to ask you to reflect on a week that has passed. So we're just going to reflect now on our week. The first section of reboot, so the R, reflect. So just take your pen and your notebook or your journal and just take a few minutes to write down what you have achieved this week. Yeah, you already know my achievement. I went to the National Achievers Congress both days, starting at 8 o'clock till like 7:30, and that is my celebration. So I'm just gonna play a little bit of music for the next few minutes for you to, yeah, start. So just reflecting on your week, writing down what you're celebrating. Okay, so slowly coming back. Hi, Aliekwe. Aliekwe reacts, and you reacted. Thank you for joining and thank you for sharing. As I was saying, sharing is caring. So for the Facebook people who can't see the comments in Instagram, Alieka is celebrating that she slept for 12 hours. Wow, that is amazing. I wish I could sleep 12 hours, but that is definitely a full, proper reset. Well done. That is great. And yeah, perfect alignment that you're supposed to sleep, but now you're awake in your life. Perfect. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And you had family time today with your husband, and your child made you laugh. Yeah, laughter is, I mean, even if you would celebrate that I laughed this week, that is amazing, you know, and especially with your family. Laughter is definitely, definitely, definitely needed in life. It uplifts your spirit. So it could be even those little things that you had a nice time with your family and you laughed. And that's not even small, but people would see it as a small thing, if you know what I mean. It's so blessed if you can spend time with family and have a good time with family. I think it's actually a big win, to be honest. So yeah, thank you very much for sharing that. Amazing, really amazing. And the good examples of the so-called small wins, right? Showing gratitude for the things that we do have is amazing. And then, oh, yeah, it only takes a few minutes to appreciate what is going on with you. Thanks. So the next stage is that celebration that you have. Do something with it. So now we reflected on obviously what we celebrated from last week. What are you going to do to celebrate it? You know, some dedicated time. Yeah, I was working with someone this week who celebrated something specific, let's say it like that, but it was also her birthday. So I was asking her, how are you going to celebrate it? And she's like, oh yeah, it's my birthday, and then we're going out with friends and all of that. I'm like, yeah, that's your birthday, so you're celebrating your birthday, but I would like you to make some time with attention to specifically celebrate that achievement, you know, to address it specifically. Because your birthday is your birthday, you celebrate your birthday, another year, great celebration. And that's a celebration that most people do in general anyway, which is good, you know, but then something specific for that specific achievement. You know, it can be something really, really small, you know, but it's to acknowledge that thing that you did. It's very important. Otherwise, it's going to be a tick box again, or it will be I'm celebrating it together with my birthday. No, give it something specific and really name it, address it. You know, because when we do that, it uplifts your spirit when you specifically say, this is what I achieved and this is how I'm going to celebrate it. Because it reminds you of what you have done, and it can remind you of what you can still do, and it can remind you of how you can do it better or in a different way. And you can share with other people. There is so much around just specifically celebrating your achievement and not doing it together with other things that you normally do as well. Because especially when it's the small wins, you will be celebrating quite a lot. And also that will help, because when you celebrate a lot, then you will also realize, actually, I'm not doing as bad as I thought I was doing. Because it's quite easy to sort of stick to, or leaning in, let's say it like that, leaning into, oh, I did this wrong, so my whole week or my whole day is messed up. Not realizing that you probably had more achievements than things that didn't go the way that you wanted to go, or wrong, as people say. So it's really important to say, okay, I achieved this and I'm celebrating this. So besides me saying it, I'm also going to celebrate it. I'm going to name it. I'm going to do something specifically. It can even be, you know, just like having a little meditation and address it. You can be having a nice bath, having a nice meal, meeting up with my friends and celebrate it. You can make it as small and as big as you want, but address it separately. Yeah, very important. So now we're going to look at the week ahead. Yeah, so visualizing and looking at or thinking about, okay, tomorrow is Monday. What am I planning to do? What are maybe the two things that are non-negotiable that I'm just have to do, and really put something linked to it as it's non-negotiable, but it is non-negotiable because it's actually going to change my week in a better week. Yeah, so it's not about, oh, I have to do those things, it's a big task. No, it's non-negotiable because it's going to make my life better. It's going to it's going to bring a smile on my face. So it's not like a task that you have to do. It's something that, regardless of how I feel, regardless of what happens, I make sure I will do those two things because it's going to change my week. It's going to save me time. It's going to save me money. It's going to bring a smile on my face. It's going to tick one of the boxes because then you can celebrate again. You know, so it can be a snowball effect of good things or enjoyable things or motivational things or things that we actually enjoy doing. Because a non-negotiable thing doesn't have to be something that we don't like. You know, see it as something that is part of your routine. Just like when you wake up, most people take a shower. Don't even think about it. Brush your teeth. Don't even think about it. It's just something that you do. It doesn't feel as a task most of the time anyway, besides for children probably. But it's just something that you do. You don't really think about it, right? So that non-negotiable can be exactly the same. And it can be something that you actually enjoy because you can see how it helps you to reduce time. It helps you to make you feel better about yourself. And probably if you think about it, how does it help, besides yourself, how does it help other people around you? Yeah, how does it help other people around you? So think about two things in the week that are non-negotiable, but just write down like a little action plan for yourself, as in, okay, this is what I want to achieve this week, and those two things are non-negotiable. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a few minutes again, and then play some music. while you're doing that, write down as well those two things that you wrote down that are going to be non-negotiable. Write one statement how it will make your week better and how it's going to affect maybe also your surroundings or other people. But there's one statement that will remind you this is what I'm doing it for. This is the outcome. This is how I'm going to feel. This is how it's going to make my week better. Yeah. So just create one statement. Okay. So we're back again. So again, if you feel comfortable enough to share your statement, share it in the Facebook group on StreamYard comments, in Instagram, put it in the comments. If you don't feel comfortable, obviously don't share it. If you want to DM me the statement, that is also fine. Sometimes it helps to sort of reconfirm that, but it is up to you. So I'm going to ask you to read this statement once every morning. Yeah, so when you wake up, you read the statement and remind yourself. So when you wake up in the morning, when you read the statement, it will remind you why you're doing this for. So those non-negotiables, maybe you only have to do it once a week, or maybe it's something that you need to do every day. I'm not sure. But if you read it every single day, it will uplift your spirit. It will uplift your energy. So when you wake up and you read that, then that is the energy that you're going to feel. It's going to make you smile. It's going to make you look to actually maybe doing that action. So, it's going to help you during the week to keep your energy high. As I always say, when our energy is high, when we say things, that's when things connect. Because when you have that alignment, that's when magic happens. So it's good to keep our energy on that higher level. Yeah. And by reading it, it will help you as well. So I'm just going to read out what Alekwe Reacts says. My strength will not be eroded by any negativity, including fear, lingering news. Oh, that's a good one. News. Or other people projecting their insecurities. Correction, fear-mongering news. Oh, fear-mongering news. Yeah, sorry. Fear asset lingering. Yeah, fear-mongering news and social media. Thanks for sharing that, Alekwe Reacts. That is an excellent one. So by reading that every day, you will use that energy in your daily, during the whole day when you read that. So the only thing I would say about that statement is that when you say my strength will not erode me, change that little bit, because when you say my strength will not, when you use the word not, it will it does the opposite, because you're going to be focused what you don't want. So you have to write down what you do want. So if you can write something else instead of that, Alekwe, probably will be more powerful. Because when you say my strength will not be eroded by any negativity, you're gonna focus on negativity, and you're gonna focus on what you don't want to happen. So that's the thing about making statements that uplifts us. So if you can change that around in something that feels more uplifting or more positive, that will be helpful for yourself. Yeah. Let me see if there is any other. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So that's what's the main thing I would say about that statement. So that's why it's also a good reason to share, because then it can help. I can help you to sort of create something that actually will uplift you, because that will then, you know, you will have a statement that doesn't focus on other people, if you know what I mean. It will focus more on what you want instead of what you don't want. So in your own time, see if you can change that to something that you do want to happen. That will be great. So we're coming to the end for today. So that was today's reset. So if you only joining now, Rosy Cheeks, I see you joined as well. Watch the replay. So today we really focus on the right time is right now, and how to use the time right now instead of looking at the past or the future, because the past and the future, both you cannot do anything about it, because they don't really, they're never going to be, they never exist, really and truly. The future will never exist. The past already existed. We can't change that. So in the beginning, I spoke a little bit about, you know, how you use the present time right now to move forward in a positive way, because the right time is now. That's all we have. We don't have any other time. So bring the focus to the present. Thank you, Rosy Cheeks. So I will see you next week, Sunday again, 9:30 UK time. And make sure you read your statement every morning. Looking forward to your week to come and all of your goals. If you have anything to share, you can always DM me, and you can always send me an email as well. So yes, thank you, Olivia, because she changed her statement, because I think people on Facebook can't see this, but the statement just changed to, I will remain positive in my strength. Perfect. That sounds much powerful, right? Towards yourself. So that is great, because when you say I will remain positive, that's the thing that you're gonna focus on. I'm gonna be positive, not like I'm not strength. So yeah, thank you for changing that. Excellent. So thank you all for joining. I'll see you next week at 9:30. And any questions, let me know. Bye. Take care.